But jumping here onto the phone then, so if I've done this right, this is the first time I'm sharing my phone screen here. Hey, Chris here, welcome back to the Investing Boss channel. Yes, in this video we'll be looking at how to purchase property or shares of property at up to 20% below market value. And no, I don't have some kind of crazy expensive course to sell you.
If we kind of cover that, would it be a worthwhile program? Yeah.
This is just a free guide showing you exactly how to find these below market value properties, and it's super easy, can be done through your phone on an app. Of course, the app I'm talking about is Stake. So Stake is the platform where you can buy shares of rental properties, and they are either long-term rentals or daily rentals where they're put on Airbnb and Booking.com. And currently, they are just properties that are for sale in Dubai, but they are going to be expanding to other places like Egypt, America, the UK. That's just something that's going to happen over time. Stake has only been going for 3 years now, so they're just growing and growing more and more each year. Now, currently you can see here it says available properties, and there's 2 for sale at the moment. So one of them is 93% funded, so not long left to get in on that one. That's a holiday home. And the other one has just been listed. It's already 9% funded, and that's a full-time rental there. You can see it says rented. But what we need to do to get these shares of discounted property, it says our exit window is open. So this is they've called it the exit window, or it's a secondary market where investors on Stake can choose to sell their shares early before the property's sold in its whole, the whole property sold. They can sell shares of it. And you can see here it says, make the most of our secondary listings and buy shares at a great discount, available on the mobile app only. And yeah, the people that have, if you've had a property on there for 1 year, so you've got to hold it for a year, but you can list your shares on there. And if you have one funded property, you can go in there and purchase them. So if you sign straight up to Stake, you can't just go into the exit window and just buy at a discount. You do need to get a fully funded property here. Just a regular property there. But what we'll do, before I jump on my phone here and share my screen on there, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. So I actually had my first share title come through. So this is showing that I have 2,000 shares of so this is the company that owns the property. This is my first investment. And we can actually go and see that the company is called SPL, so Stake Properties Limited, PC70. And what we can do is actually jump over to the Dubai International Financial Center website. We can go ahead and search the property. So what I can do is type in SPL PC70 and hit search on that. And that's going to then load up here. And there you can see it's loaded up the one here. Of course, that's ours. So I can go ahead and click on that. And this is going to show this company who the shareholders are, so who owns parts of this company. And if we scroll down here, you can see the directors there, so the names of the co-founders of the Stake Property Limited website. And then if we scroll down here, you can actually find my name there, so Christopher Michael Ronald Simcox, just there. And that's I wanted to share this with you because it's something I've just figured out how to do. And yeah, it's really cool. You can then scroll down and all of these people's names, these are the people that I part own my first rental property with. Another thing I wanted to mention before we get on the phone here is the Investing Boss Facebook group. If you're not yet a member, I'll leave the link down in the description. And then finally, I actually wanted to do a new feature here on the channel, which is called Book of the Month. So I've set myself a goal, a target, to read one investing book each month. And I'll put up on the screen now the book I read last month, which was called Just Keep Buying. I'll leave a link to that book down in the description. Fantastic book. Highly recommend it. If I read any books and I don't really feel that they add any value and I didn't really learn much, I won't recommend them. But Just Keep Buying, very, very good read. Highly recommend it. And this month's book of the month, so for May 2023, I wanted to recommend this. So it's called The Warren Buffett Way. And I obviously haven't read it yet. It's just come through the post today. But the aim is to read it by the end of May And then, of course, at the beginning of June, I'll let you know if it's worth the read. It's sold over 1 million copies, and it's investing methods from Warren Buffett, so I'm sure it will be an amazing read. But jumping here onto the phone then, so if I've done this right, this is the first time I'm sharing my phone screen here, but you can see here, so we literally are on the same platform here, but just on the phone, and this is the Properties tab at the bottom left-hand corner, and then on the available properties, so we can see they have those two there. But at the top there, it says exit window open, 11 days, 2 hours left. So this exit window is open in May and November, every 6 months. Yeah, I think I got that right. Yeah, May and November. So we click on view secondary listings, and you can see here, it says exit window, buy secondary listings, invest at discounted price, unlock competitive pricing on properties with discounts of up to 20% on current market value compared to the original offering price. It says benefit from a higher rental yield and see instant returns as the asset grows in value compared to purchasing shares at a regular market price. And then, yeah, it gives you that information there. Exit windows open every 6 months, basically what I just said there. And then there's a little thing there at the bottom, want to sell your shares. I don't want to sell any of my shares. I haven't held any for at least a year anyway, but I have no intention of selling any early. Any money I invest in property on this platform, quite happy to leave it there for the next 3 years and just watch the properties grow in value each year and also bring in a rental income for me. But what we can do there at the bottom, view secondary listings, and that is literally going to open up all these properties available. So you can see this first one at the top here, says 1 bed in the Bridge. Now we can click on that. It's going to give us more information on it, of course. We can select the photos, and then we can see the the photos of the property. That is 1 bed there, and that's rented. That's not an Airbnb type property. That is one that's currently occupied and just a long-term rental. But you can see here, annualized return on average, that's brought in 3.32%. In my opinion, that's not very good. So I'm not wanting, potentially the great gains from that, because they expect a 6% on average per year return. So the good gains that could have already happened there. So I'm not interested in investing in that and getting a return of 3.3% per year. The projected net yield. The net yield is the amount of rental income that you'll get after all the fees and expenses of maintaining the property. And again, 2.23%, not what I'm interested in. I'm really looking for an annualized return of between 8 to 10%, and then the projected net yield of between sort of 5 and 6% there, ideally. Now, if we scroll down, and then finally, it says discount available, 0%. So they aren't giving you a discount. It's up to the seller to decide if they offer you a discount of either 5, 10, 15 or 20%. It says 0 there. Next one, very low return and net yield, 0% discount. This one here, annualized return 5.89, so a bit better, and then net yield 4.63, again, bit better there, but 0% discount. So, I mean, if that one had a 15 or 20% discount, when you have the bigger discount, your return and net yield go up because obviously you bought it at a discounted price. But I scroll down a few more and you can see here's one that's a 5% discount available. So if we click that, that's going to load, and then you can select here and go, okay, there's just shares available. There's none at 0%, but just a 5% discount there. There's 22,400 shares, which are currently worth £4,737. So you could go ahead and purchase all of those if you wanted to, but that's just a 5% discount. Now we'll keep scrolling down here. These are all 0, 0, 0. There's a 5%, 5%, 5, 0. Then we can load 14 more here. 0 to 5 means there's some at 0, some at 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0, 0, 0. 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0, 0 to 5. Oh, and here's a 0 to 10. Now, if you notice, this one at the bottom here, 0 to 10, it says annualized return 5.2 to 8.12. So obviously the return at 5.2 is if you buy it with a 0% discount, and the return at 8.12 is if you buy it at a 10% discount. And then you can see the difference in net yield as well. So let's select that one and see how much is available at that 10% discount. Now, so there you go. You can see you can buy the shares at 20 pence each for a 10% discount, which there's £7,827 available. So plenty enough, I think, for most people there. I think on average, I've been investing about sort of £420 per investment that I've done. So yeah, several thousand like that is quite good for most people. And then you can see there's 0% discount. There's nearly £48,000 available. Well, let me go back here and we'll see if we have any more. So that's like the best deal we have at the moment there. 8% annual return, 4.2% net yield with that 10% discount. And then if we scroll down further, so yeah, when I checked here before I started recording, there was another property with a 10% discount. But at the moment, so these last two, you can actually see here, if you compare let's compare these two here. So you can see this one, the 2-bed in Al Majara, 1, and then in brackets says 407, that's the number of the property. Well, what state call there, that's their reference, so it's property number 407 for state. But you can see, even though it's only a 5% discount, you'll get a similar annualized return to the one that's given a 10% discount, so you get 8.05 instead of 8.12. But on the net yield, you'll get a 5.52%, so that's your rental income paid each month, and they're both long-term rentals. And yeah, on the top one with the 10% discount, that's a 4.28%. So yeah, just because that shows you there, just because it's only 5% discount, it's actually a better investment than the one that's at a 10% discount. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Chris, where's these 20% discounts you've just been talking about? Well, actually, the only 20% discounts that I saw were when the secondary market or the exit window first opened. And now I'll show you on the laptop here which properties I invested in during this exit window. And I can't actually remember, just being, straight up with you here, I can't remember which of these I purchased at the 20 and which were at the 15, and I think one was at a 10%. We will find out when the completion of the transfer goes through in the middle of June. So I believe it's June 15th. We will see, you can see here, like this one's already completed, and it says plus 4.11% gain there. So on these, when they complete, we'll actually see the ones that I bought with a 20% discount, it will say plus 20%. To check out my latest upload here on the channel, you can click to the side of me now. Do please tap the like button if you enjoyed this video. And as usual, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.